If you let me hear you say my name, my name. If you let me hear you, babe. 'Cause I wonder if you feel the same, same. Or just tell me if you feel the same. You don't need to hesitate, oh babe. Now it's never too late. I think we're soulmates. Let's find a way to start again, oh yeah. 'Cause I wanna work things out, yeah. I just wanna fall into your arms.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is packed with tons of easy and cheap kitchen organization ideas. I wanted to revamp our kitchen and make it a lot more functional, so I bought a few items on Amazon to make this process super easy. We haven't really had to buy any kitchen utensils or cookware because we were gifted all of that for our wedding shower when we first got married, so we're blessed to make it this far, but I'm excited to get in here today and make everything a lot more cohesive and just make a list of all of the things that we need to replace. So I'm just going to start out with our cup cabinet by pulling all of our mugs and glasses out. My goal was to declutter and minimize the amount of junk that we had stored in here. It's really easy to collect a lot of junk that you don't need, but when it comes right down to it, I always have to ask myself, do I use this on a weekly basis or should it be stored away or donated? And I always love a good organized cabinet, so I'm just sorting through everything and making piles of keeps and donates and ditch piles. I always love to keep items that are not only useful but color coordinated, and I just find myself a lot more inspired to cook and clean when I have an organized working space.
Sometimes I can't believe that you are mine. Love's a gun and baby, you're my trigger. You kiss me in a way that gets me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right. Just being
Hey y'all, I just wanted to quickly jump on here and show my face and let y'all know that today's video is in collaboration with Teddy Blake, which is a quality, it's like a high quality luxury brand purse with real Italian leather. They're based out of New York and they sent me the most beautiful purse. I cannot wait to unbox it for y'all. But the first thing they say on their box whenever you first open it is designer handbags, made in Italy, luxury leather. And it says, each Teddy Blake handbag has been made with you in mind to be an extension of your unique style and flatter your every fashion choice. So this is basically a really beautiful leather luxury purse, but it doesn't have the luxury price tag, which is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox it and see what it looks like. I'm so excited. I actually handpicked it myself, but I have not seen it in person yet. So I'm excited to see it and smell it since it's that real leather. I have to pull out my scissors. So it comes in this really pretty bag. I'm so excited. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, I can smell it already without even pulling it out of the bag. It is absolutely beautiful, exactly what I thought it would be. I got this really beautiful nude color, and as I'm doing my voiceover for the rest of the video, I'll explain more about this brand and exactly what purse this is on their website. They have a lot of purses that are named after different women, but how beautiful is this? It has these little snaps on here where you can pull them apart and make it wider so you can access everything a little bit easier. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I love that it has an expander on the bottom so it can be as wide as you need it to be. I've been carrying around this huge bag for my teacher bag and it's way too big, so I kind of needed something that was in between a large purse and a small purse, and this is perfect. It also has the attachable strap. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on because I always love to carry a bag by its long strap on my shoulder. But how stinking cute is that? I'm gonna have a code for y'all down below just in case you wanna check them out. The inside of this purse smells so good. It's this beautiful suede. And it has a little zipper on the inside. Actually, it has two zipper pockets, and this one is huge. Absolutely huge. I am so impressed by this bag right now. A huge pocket right there for anything that you could even make that your makeup bag. I only carry a few things of makeup with me anyways. And then there's another zipper pocket right here. And it's pretty good size too. I am obsessed with this bag, and thank you so much, Teddy Blake, for collaborating with me today. Y'all definitely need to go check out their website and see what other bags they have. I was really tempted to get the camel brown one because that one was beautiful too, and it would be perfect for summer, but I already have a camel brown purse, so I decided to go with nude, and I am obsessed. I feel like this bag is gonna go with absolutely everything. I'm going to be telling y'all a lot more about Teddy Blake later on in the video, but we are back to organizing this kitchen. I wanted to make sure all of the cups that I use on a daily basis were on the bottom shelf, and I just organized them in a color-coded fashion. And then on the second shelf, I went ahead and put all the extra overflow cups that I do use quite often, but not every day. And then on the third shelf up there, I put all of my drinking glasses, extra mason jars, my extra coffee pot, and then some to-go glasses. And now I'm going to take all of our holiday mugs and store them away. I'm going to sort out this lid basket and only keep the lids that I still use. And then we're going to take all of those extra cups and coffee mugs and store them away so that they're not in our way on an everyday basis. And I feel like this cabinet is so much more functional now. I love the way that cup cabinet turned out, and now we're moving on to the silverware drawer. This area has been bothering me for so long, and I did not know how to fix it because I really want to store my K-cups in here for my Keurig, since this drawer is located right below the Keurig, and I was kind of sick of that turntable that I've been storing them in. So I'm going to start out by wiping everything down with my Windex disinfectant spray. And then I bought this really cool organizer on Amazon that I'm going to have linked below just in case y'all want to check it out. But it's perfect for large drawers like this. I wanted something that would cover the whole drawer and just give me tons of space to organize all of my stuff. So I'm going to use the middle part, of course, to organize all of my silverware. And then I'm going to use one of those big side sections for all of my K-cups. And it's the perfect size to store the perfect amount of K-cups. And then I'm going to use the other side to store all of my extra knives. And then I'm also going to use that top section to store all of my silicone straws and my measuring cups and teaspoons and things like that. So this worked out absolutely perfectly, and I love the way that it turned out. Now moving on to the cabinet with all of the pots and pans. I did not want to do much with this. I considered getting one of those pan organizers that stand straight up, but I figured that would kind of limit the space that we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe all of this out with my Windex disinfectant cleaner, and then I'm going to line these cabinets with some easy liner, and then just place all of the pots and pans back in here in an organized fashion from biggest to smallest, and then we'll move on. I highly recommend this easy liner from Walmart. It's super easy to lay down, and it's not permanent. It doesn't stick forever. You can pull it up whenever you want to, and it does hold your dishes in place really well. And then I also recommend getting a pattern that's geometric or something that's in lines. That way it's easy to cut and get everything nice and even. I absolutely love this stuff, and I actually cannot give credit to myself for finding it. We used this all growing up. My mom used this same brand, but she used a different pattern. They have all kinds of patterns. I actually saw a marble pattern that I loved, but I figured it would not be easy to cut and make everything even. But if you're into that marble stuff, they do have that at Walmart, and they have lots of other ones to choose from too. and they make your cabinets look really nice, but they also help keep your dishes in place and then also protect your cabinets all at the same time. Alright, now we're moving on to our utensil drawer. This is where we keep all of the larger cooking utensils. So I'm just going to pull all of them out and wipe this drawer down, and of course line it with my easy liner. And then what I want to do is go ahead and put all of the ones that I use on a daily basis back in here. And then I'm also making a list off of camera of all of the supplies that I need to kind of make a little bit more color coordinated, because a lot of this stuff is actually from Dollar General, since that's just close by, and when we don't have something we run and grab it, or a lot of people have just given us stuff. So I really want to make all of this really cohesive, so I'm just making a list of things that we need to get to better match our style, and then also things that we just don't have. We have never owned a whisk since we got married, so I did put that on my list, and there was a few other things that I added there too. And then I also added this extra little organization container. I found that at TJ Maxx for like $5, and I feel like this just made a huge difference for this drawer. It's so much more organized, and we can find everything that we need. Alright, now moving on to our Tupperware drawer. I wanted to go ahead and pull all of this stuff out because this has quickly become an area where we just throw everything that we don't hardly ever use. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all of that out, wipe it down with some disinfectant spray, lay down that easy liner, and I actually ordered some really nice glassware on Amazon. As far as Tupperware goes, we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of the plastic Tupperware except for one that I use on a daily basis, just because we use it to store food in and it gets stained and gross, and I would rather just have some quality glassware in here, and it just looks a lot more organized too. So we have a size that fits like leftovers, we have a size that's good for taking your lunch in, and then there's a few sizes that are smaller, kind of like ramekins that you can store smaller things in. And I absolutely love the way that this drawer turned out. It feels so much more organized and just puts my brain at ease. Alright, the last drawer we're going to work on this side of the kitchen is this little pan drawer. This is where I store all of our cooking sheets and extra little cooking pans, but I'm just going to wipe it down once again and put down the easy liner. And this drawer, I don't have anything extra or fancy to put in, but I just wanted to make sure that it was really well organized where I could grab what I needed and then go ahead and donate anything that I didn't use very often. I'm going to store my cutting boards in here and then all of my extra cooking sheets. So that's what this drawer is going to be used for. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to the spice cabinet, and I cannot wait to show y'all what I picked up for that. I feel like the kitchen is the hardest part of the home to maintain. Something is always wearing out or getting dingy, and it's just hard to keep up with. But the main thing right now that I really need to focus on replacing is some new cookie sheets and some cooking pans. All of ours are mismatched and worn out. And then also, as I said earlier, we need a whisk. And we also need a pizza cutter. And for some reason, every time I go to the store, I forget these items. I don't know why that is, but let me know down in the comments below what it is that you need in your kitchen right now that you always forget to grab when you go to the store. Alright, now that all of our cookware and cutting boards are organized, we're going to move over to this spice cabinet. and this was just a huge mess after all of the holiday baking. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull all of these spices out and wipe it down and start fresh. I did already have this little wooden organizer in here, and I love that, so I'm going to keep that. But I also ordered this really fun thing on Amazon, and it came with lots of glass organizers that come with the labels already printed. So we're going to transfer all of our spices over into those glass containers. We're going to alphabetize them so that they're easy to find, and this just makes our life so much easier. When you're cooking and you're trying to find a spice and it's not where you thought it was, it just makes cooking a much longer process than it has to be. I already had this cabinet laid out to where the baking supplies were at the top and all of the spices were on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and keep it that way because that works for us, but we're just going to make it a lot more organized. This spice set from Amazon actually came with 24 glass jars and tons of labels that are already printed for you, which is so handy, especially if you don't have a Cricut machine. So I love this. It was less than 30 bucks for all of these, but you can also get a bigger package with more glass jars, and you can also get a smaller package, I think with 12 or maybe even less. So this was just super handy. You just smack a label on it, and it also came with this little funnel for you to transfer the spice over. So overall, just a really great deal, and all of the things that I mentioned today will be linked below just in case you want to check them out.
Walked away from nothing to say, where all hope's been used. Nobody sees the truth. Of course we're yearning for something. Yeah, we're still burning and wanting. Where this battle is.
How beautiful does this look? I feel like these containers made the biggest difference in our spice cabinet, and I highly recommend these. I did leave a few spices in their original containers, like the Weber seasoning and a few other ones, but overall this just made everything look so sleek and organized, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out. And then up top, when we go to organize all of our baking stuff, I'm going to put most of it in a basket and put it in the pantry, but the things that we use every single day I will leave up here, like our baking powder, our vanilla, our brown sugar, and things like that, that will all go up here. But the rest of it is going to go into a basket and into our pantry.
Don't have to try to get by.
This is what our spice cabinet looked like beforehand. Those little glass containers made all the difference in helping us organize this space. We also alphabetized everything, which makes all of them super easy to find, and I love the way that it turned out. But before we end today's video, I wanted to jump back over to this Teddy Blake handbag. I wanted to let y'all know that this brand teams up with well-known luxury brands as far as their design goes. They have premium Italian leather. They use experienced craftsmen to create their handbags, and they are all truly made in Italy. Y'all definitely need to check these bags out. I'm gonna have their website linked below, as well as my discount code for y'all. Go check them out, let me know what you think. I actually carried this bag over to my mom's house today, and she was like, wow, that is a beautiful bag. Where did you find that? And so I went ahead and gave her my code. But y'all definitely go check them out. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see y'all again later on this week. Bye.
Will you start to believe that it's real?